Okay, so what I'm doing here today is lamb casserole with Kipfler potatoes. I'm using Grazen flavour lamb, the diced lamb. What I'm going to start doing is I'm going to fry the lamb off in the fry pan. So I've got the lamb ready to go. I'm going to bit of oil in the fry pan, season the meat. So now the great thing about Grazen flavour lamb is it doesn't have a lot of fat on it, but it is beautifully marbled, and what the marbling does is it adds to the flavour and keeps the meat beautifully tender and moist. So we're just going to leave that for a couple of minutes to brown all over, and then we'll put it into the casserole dish. While that's cooking, I'll cut up my capsicum. I've got onion here, I've got capsicum. I'll be putting Kipfler potatoes in as well. The beauty of this dish is it's really just a chuck in the pan dish. Use the one fry pan, the one casserole dish, and cook it all at the one time. A great midweek meal. Okay, so we're going to put it in the Ligurian now. A little bit more oil. And the onion and capsicum. So all we're doing with the capsicum and onion is softening it slightly before we put it in with the meat. The beauty of this is that it is just a one-pot dish. After the onion and capsicum come out, which I'll do now, I'm just going to deglaze the pan with a little bit of red wine. And reduce that slightly. The red wine just gives it a beautiful flavour and adds to the warmth of the dish. Some fresh chicken stock. I've got some beautiful Kipfler potatoes here. Now the beauty of Kipfler potatoes as opposed to your normal mashing potato is they've got a real creaminess to them, really buttery and creamy. Okay, so while that's coming to the boil, I've also got some beautiful Ligurian olives, just about the smallest olive in the world, but the flavour is fantastic, absolutely love them. They really work together in this dish with the Grazen flavour lamb. So I'm going to throw those in. Now the chicken stock and red wine are coming to the boil, so that goes in the pan. Just enough to cover. So I'm going to add a little bit more chicken stock. A little bit of seasoning. And it's basically ready to go in the oven. Now that's going to go in the oven for about 2 hours at about 160 degrees, but don't worry if you don't have 2 hours, just turn the oven up by 10 degrees and put it in for as long as you've got time for. Had its 2 hours at 170 degrees. That smells fantastic. So you can see everything's cooked down. The liquid is reduced slightly. The beautiful chunks of meat, which are just fall apart tender. The Kipfler potatoes, beautiful buttery, creamy flavour. And of course the olives, which really complement the dish nicely. There you have it. Grazen flavour lamb casserole with Kipfler potatoes and Ligurian olives.